Post-traumatic stress disorder is a severe psychological and emotional reaction that results from exposure to profoundly stressful situations. PTSD can result from exposure to situations such as assault, rape, natural disasters, and war. The symptoms must last at least a month and often last for much longer. For example, it is estimated that roughly 15% of Vietnam veterans still suffered from PTSD 15 or more years after the war. In the following interview, Carl, a 46-year-old veteran, describes some of his combat experiences in Vietnam. Carl volunteered for the Army when he was 17 years old and served as a door gunner in a search-and-destroy helicopter.
The one guy was real vivid because he looked right straight up, and he's shoveling rice into his mouth, and all of a sudden his eyes come up, and you're making contact as you're squeezing the trigger, and just chaos. They're trying to get their weapons up, but it's already too late. I mean, I'm prepared with an M60 at that range, and you're probably 80, 100 feet above them is all shooting down through the jungle, but it's not that hard to hit what you're aiming at. An M60 is putting out a fair amount of ammo per second, and so it just exploded. I can't say that I saw the rounds hit, but I saw people dropping and falling, and the guy that was standing back here, he started to move away, and I'm spraying the whole area. And when we came back over and rolled back in to take a look, we didn't get any fire, and so then we had, which meant that either they had left or they were dead. So Cobra came in and the attack helicopter and put some rockets on it, and then we called up the air rifle platoon and come in, and we had 5 dead with their weapons, and found their boats in the river and destroyed those and packed up their crap, and a good morning, a great morning. It worked. It worked great with nobody getting hurt. It felt exhilarating. It felt just fucking crazy. Just like I said, I get goosebumps when I think about it. It worked absolutely perfect, and nobody got hurt.
When Carl returned to the United States, he felt alienated from the people around him. Few people could understand the traumas he had experienced. His feelings of isolation, anger, and pain contributed to the development of his symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder.
Coming back from Vietnam as a single person, I flew back with a group of guys, got off the airplane and went home, but I wasn't with anybody in my unit. I was by myself. I went back home. There wasn't anybody else in town at the time that had been in Vietnam that I knew about. Eventually I did find out there were some, not a great deal in Port Angeles, Washington, but there were some. If anybody asked anything, they want to know how many people you killed. They want to know that side of it. They don't want to talk about what it's really like or what it was like for you.